Hey, what's going on, everyone? West Productions 100 here, bringing you another reaction video to another Super Bowl commercial from this year, 2018. This is a reaction to the Budweiser 2018 Super Bowl commercial, Stand By You. And right off the bat, I'm noticing that this one is a bit more of a bigger like and dislike ratio. Excuse me, I lost my wording there. I was trying to find the wording there. I was going to say controversial, but I don't know if that was really the right word to use. Maybe it was, but I kind of just like hesitated there for a moment. This Budweiser commercial was focusing on other stuff aside from their beer. I can't remember. I forgot what the themes were, but let's see what the themes are. Here we go.
I'll be right there.
Okay, guys, waking up.
Now, the storm is affecting thousands of families, people still in desperate need of aid.
Okay. So there's a radio guy talking about families needing aid in the storm, and then he's at a Budweiser factory. And okay, there's all the beer right there. There's all the beer in there, all the mediocre, possibly mediocre tasting beer. Not really a big I don't really drink that much Budweiser, so I'm indifferent towards Budweiser since I don't drink it often. Okay, it's in Texas, Florida. Oh, it's about the hurricane relief. Whenever you need us. Okay, so storms were affecting people in those areas because of the hurricanes from last year, and there was some kind of connection between that and a Budweiser factory. Not really sure what the connection was there, but okay, there was something there. I'm guessing Budweiser donates a lot of money to charities and relief organizations that are trying to provide aid to those devastated areas. If that's the case, perhaps consider donating a little bit more this current moment to certain parts of Houston, and also especially to Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico got hit really badly. Their infrastructure got damaged very, very badly, and a good portion, unfortunately, of that island is still without power. It's been months, and the parts of the island are still without power, and it's not a good situation. And I know they're on an island, but hopefully things can start to recover faster now, maybe, because like what's ever on the mainland, like there are still issues on the mainland United States, and there still are people recovering on the mainland, but it's been a couple months, so I'm guessing some of the relief efforts have fixed some of the issues on the mainland. And if that's the case, hopefully you can start whatever can be done for Puerto Rico. More stuff could possibly be done for Puerto Rico, and whatever's left on the mainland, try and fix it up somehow. One of the reasons why I'm for alternative energy is because of what's happened in Puerto Rico. Part of the problem with why things were so slow was because they needed to bring oil to the island in order to run the trucks and get the trucks running that would have relief supplies, and then be able to distribute it throughout the island. If those trucks or cars were powered on electricity that got their power from solar panels, that situation could have been handled much more efficiently. Being on an island just makes things worse, because then you have to rely on those shipments of oil to come to Puerto Rico. Yeah, exactly. They come to Puerto Rico, and that just slowed things down. Plus, if there was more solar power on the island and other renewables like wind power, that could have helped to speed up the process of rebuilding the electrical grid on the island. And who knows, maybe by now, if there was more renewable and alternative energies for Puerto Rico, the island would be at 100% electricity again. Whereas because they're not using renewable energy, and the grid is relying on other fossil fuels, it's been taking longer and longer to fix those things. So that's definitely one reason right there. the thing about the commercial with Budweiser, I know I kind of went off a bit there, but the thing about the commercial with Budweiser here is like they just showed a bunch of people manufacturing beer and shipping off the beer, but they didn't really show like exactly how they were contributing to those devastated areas from hurricanes. Like, I think if you were gonna do that, like, which they think they did, then you should show at least some more footage of like how Budweiser has contributed to that. Because for all I know, and for all anyone knows, Budweiser may have not contributed a whole lot. We don't know because this ad doesn't really show that much. It just shows, oh, they're shipping off beer. It's like, beer is nice and all for once in a while, but those residents need to get their foot on the ground again. They need to get their, they need to get themselves reestablished. And beer is not exactly what they need right now for those of them that are still in predicaments because of the storms. So yeah, it was an okay. So overall, it was an okay commercial. The message was kind of vague, and it kind of left me hanging with more questions than answers. Yeah. So thank you for watching this reaction video. Let me know what you think about this Budweiser commercial down in the comments below. Hey guys, a quick update. So usually with these videos, I don't read a description section. So after I stopped recording the video, I decided to read the description section, and there's more some of my questions are answered in the description section here. Since 1988, our employees have helped more than 79 million cans of water. Wait, what? Our employees have helped provide more than 79 million cans of water to cities across the U.S. that were impacted by natural disasters. But there's more to do. By the end of 2018, our brewery in Fort Collins, Colorado, will be joining our brewery in Cartersville, Georgia, to deliver even more clean drinking water to communities in need. To learn more about our water donation program, visit, and then there's a link right there, and then music credit right there. So that makes sense with the whole. That makes sense, I guess, to a certain extent, because I guess maybe the beer cans had water in them, and I see people commenting, making jokes about how they're admitting that their beer is just water, just tastes like water and stuff like that, which I find to be kind of funny. It's a little joke to beer companies that produce beer that barely tastes like beer but tastes like water, like Keystone Light is definitely another good example of that. Yeah, but here's the thing, and here's the thing though, like, I didn't fully understand that in the commercial. The thing was, the commercial was very subtle about that. Like, it left me just confused and bewildered a little bit. I'm just kind of like, what? So you show off a bunch of beer being manufactured and a bunch of trucks driving off with it. Okay, what does that have to do with the communities devastated in Florida, Texas, and Puerto Rico? It's not until I have to actually read the description section to figure that out. And since you were showing this to millions upon millions of people during the Super Bowl, wouldn't it make sense to actually like have a voiceover narration to actually explain things? I know some people claim that when it comes to sending a message, through cinema or through video, people don't like being spoon-fed. But in a situation like this, you kind of have to spoon-feed people, because if you don't spoon-feed people, you're just gonna kind of leave people like bewildered as to what you just watched. You're like, okay, what was that all about? Like, I'm kind of confused. Like, not everyone's gonna pick up on the signals, and if you think people are gonna automatically go over to Budweiser's website to figure it out, like, no, not everyone's gonna do that. Some people are just gonna be like, okay, well, whatever, next commercial, because there's dozens of other commercials being played for this Super Bowl. Plus, there's the game itself, plus the halftime show. So it's not like everyone's gonna be just hopping over to Budweiser's website to figure out what's going on. Like, not everyone's gonna do that. So I think there's definitely got to be more clear, direct messages in a commercial like this, because I feel like you're just gonna be many people are gonna be left kind of wondering what was the point of that commercial. So yeah, and I just wanted to make that extra comment right there. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.